Speaking of British and Irish Lions, or well,
British
adjacent. But adjacent France.
Oh, just G.
The France Rugby Union are trying to enforce tighter restrictions for the Twickenham match this weekend, because when they played Italy in their previous fixture, 16 members of the France team got COVID, or tested positive for COVID. 14 playing members and 2 coaches. So it's really shaky, because from what reports are stating, it's that a lot of players were seen outside of the streets of Rome after they win against Italy, just chilling, eating. Even though
having that pizza.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though that's like it's normal, but in the current climate that we're in, and the fact that they're staying in a bubble, it's not something that should be happening.
Sure.
And that's exactly what the France Rugby Union have said. They said, cool, for the Twickenham game, which is this weekend, it's you going to training camp and to the hotel. That's it. Like, that's the only thing. So I think it's tightening up the restrictions, because they said that all the protocol was followed. It's just the small things of what do you do during your off day. That messed up the system.
Okay, so here's the thing. The Six Nations, before it commenced, I remember I reported this story like I think it was in January, if I'm mistaken. And the French government, they were against the French team going to the Six Nations, or being part of the Six Nations, because of the COVID-19. However, the Six Nations authorities ensured them that they will follow everything, be okay. They take everything. They'll make sure that everything is fine. You know, but it's a bit difficult to control players and what to do. And as much as you said, it's their off day, they can do whatever they want to. But unfortunately, they can't. People should understand this. If you're an athlete in this era, or during this pandemic, you are not as normal like us. Me, I can be seen drinking. That's fine.
I don't drink at home, Mom. Sorry.
No, I'm just making an example. Obviously, I don't drink too. I was just saying that even I don't believe that.
Even me, I laugh.
No, man.
But yes,
nothing wrong with a good beer. However, if that's the case, if I'm seen doing that, it's different to a player, because me being affected, yes, we might not have the change room for that 1 week, or we can Zoom, Skype, whatever, and it still goes on and nothing is affected. You know, we still keep the numbers going. And unfortunately, when it comes to sports, you go out, you come back, you infect 7 people. That's a problem. Now, in another lifetime, or I think at some point, teams would be rolled over. You know, the fixture will be rolled over, or it has to be postponed. And now it will clash with. Sometimes you might find yourself having to play on a Wednesday and play on a Sunday, or on a Saturday, because of his stupidity. Now you're putting the fixtures very tighter to each other, so it's a bit of a problem now. We're having to navigate between the spaces, and once the athletes understand that it's not the same as before, they need to be very disciplined. And now, and unfortunately, this is probably like a slap in the face for the French government, who at first said, no, we don't want this to happen. And then they were assured that nothing would happen, and now they said yes, and then now they're dealing with 16 people that are affected, and potentially even more, because they probably were around, now they're affected other people and whatever. It's a huge thing. Now, moving forward, people should understand, it's not the same as before. It's not the same as prior whatever COVID thingy. You know, it's not the same. So people should be very disciplined. And I'm just hoping. Actually, I'm very glad for our domestic rugby, the times that they're playing in between. You know, it's gives a bit of space to you. You get COVID, you recover, you can still play. You know, but okay, maybe you won't play. But you know, you get a bit of time to not be affected or affect even more. So moving forward, I just hope that there's be better thinking for the players, and just remember, this is not the same as, you know, back then. It's different.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. It's the thing. That's why the last week fixture between France and Scotland was postponed because of these COVID restrictions. So they've had like a month now to deal with the panoramic, or the
panoramic.
Panoramic. I call it the panoramic.
Yeah,
that's the new word now. It's the panoramic, to deal with the new panoramic. But like you said, I think all athletes now have to realize that they are an essential service, because that's how sports. That's why sports are being allowed to play in this current climate. Is that they're an essential service, and as an essential service, you have to be put to different standards. And I think it's a lot of responsibility, but it's a responsibility that they have to take extremely seriously.
Dibs.